You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. When you're not here, dear, I'll never love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Woo! You're doing different lyrics.
Have a cup of tea while I play. Think of something.
Oh, they're heavy.
So my name's Rob. I work at St. Vincent's Care Services, Baden. Essentially, I studied music, a Bachelor of Music at QT, and as is with the music degree, you got to find a job somewhere else. And I applied for as a cleaner at the aged care facility in Baden. Didn't think I got the job, but I played the piano afterwards, and apparently they loved me. So a couple of days later, after a music festival I played at, got a phone call saying that I've got the job as a cleaner, but they also wanted to try me out in lifestyle. And for about 8.5 years now, I've been involved with lifestyle.
You know, he was just there. He does so much.
Yeah.
No, he does all of the activities. And we get a little weekly paid diary of what's coming up on what days. And all of Robbie's music-related programs are excellent, but everything he does, it's fun, it's good, and we learn things. And we can have a little go at each other and we enjoy it.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I think actually when the first day you came, you sort of just, as you said, I was just there playing the piano and you rocked up and then you just introduced yourself. That was the most wonderful thing.
It was. His hands glide over the piano. It's a joy.
Well, he was always playing the piano and it was good fun.
Same story.
Same story, yes. No, it was lovely. I've lost my brother and my very close sister just recently too, and I lost my son. So Rob's been very helpful.
Just doing music as sort of like a blanket thing. You get to perform with multiple people. It's like a conversation all at once, and you can play a song that everyone knows and they sing along to, and any sort of emotional trauma that's happened sort of can be alleviated or sort of helped in some way. So if you play a particular song, it brings back some memories. But I think it's also, as me working there, when you're playing the music and you see people react to it, and then afterwards you're not playing music, you can sort of chat and use that sort of as an icebreaker. It's like, oh, you really enjoyed that song. It's like, what else do you enjoy? And you can sort of learn a bit about each other and sort of develop that connection that way. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. From glen to glen, across the mountainside. The summer's gone, and all the rose is falling. 'Tis you, and I must go abide. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. I think my perception before I started working there was like when visiting my dad's parents. They had an aged care facility, and this was in the mid-90s, late 90s. And I think aged care at that point was a bit different and sort of felt a bit isolated, and they could only really know each other and then the family coming along. So when I joined, I thought it was very interesting and enjoyable to see that there was a lot of community spirit there. I thought Bing Crosby was your favorite.
Who?
I thought Bing Crosby was your
my
favorite.
dad's favorite.
Oh, sorry.
My dad. I love music from my boarding school days. Choir. I've been in choirs always, and I love music. It's just wonderful. I think music has so much to offer, and it's now coming into the medical world. Yes, music is wonderful.
Cruising down the river on a Sunday.
Having to deal with loss is a big impact kind of thing. So one of the first dealings with loss I had at the aged care facility was me doing a cleaning shift, and at that point I'd already been established as someone that could play piano and sing. And one of the residents who came to my concerts or sing-alongs but didn't really participate, but he enjoyed the music, he was asked me if I could come to his room and sing Amazing Grace to his wife, who was on a deathbed. And it was, and we sang together, and a couple of days later she passed away. But when I finished singing to her, I came out and cried, and I think, you know, I was very surprised that it stuck with it, because it's a very emotional thing. And being there over 8.5 years now, it's still stuck in my memory. And you learn to sort of go, that was a loss, but you realize that you've had that person in your life now, that you can tell these kind of stories about what you've shared with them. And sadly, you do have a lot of stories when you work in aged care or in hospital, or if you live in aged care or in hospital.
Yeah.
And you have to deal with that, but the community there is so wonderful, and we've recently started this sort of like a memorial service. Our pastoral care has started, where if someone passes away, to the consent of the person as well as the family, we sort of bring the body out before they go off to their forever home, as our pastoral carer calls it. And people that knew the resident, or maybe didn't know the resident but wanted to know about them, we sort of do about a 20-minute, 30-minute memorial service before they get...
And that's wonderful.
And then they pick the flowers from the garden.
Exactly, and we get to lay the gardens down.
Baskets, and it's lovely.
Yeah.
I hadn't really seen anyone in a nursing home, but I had this thing, you know, it's the next step to the grave, you know. But anyhow, you know, I'm very happy there now.
I guess there's a feeling, and instantly you feel that at Barden.
And it's that sense of love that sort of emanates throughout the community.
And it does make a difference. It really does, to have that. I don't know how to describe it. It's a feeling, and they've got it.